sequence. Thank you everyone for listening, whoever is listening.
We are broadcasting on Aranda country and Warramunga country up the road in Tennant Creek, and you've joined us for ACCC Local Connections with Cloud Sequence. Saar, Amptmeijer and Jeremy Conlon, who in January 2020 released their debut EP, Repeat Escape. We're very lucky to have them in the studio today, and they'll be with us for some time more for a live performance. If you're listening on 102.1 FM and you'd like to watch, head to the ACCC Radio Facebook page or ACCC Radio YouTube to join us. Saar, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us, Ben and ACCC and everyone.
It's beautiful music for this time of night, though some people may be beginning their night, others may be drifting through, but this feels like music for our time. When did you write these songs?
We wrote these songs maybe a year ago. About a year ago, I think. We released the EP early this year, so January 2020, I think. And this song, the last song that you heard, is called Repeat Escape, because it is about, it's like a really beautiful song where it loops itself and it just sort of drags you. And it's just like that repeat and that escape, and I really like that flow of it, but it's also quite meaningful in all sorts of ways, which is also the title of the EP, because I like that title. And do you want to say something about that song, Jez? Or?
It's just like,
Lots of reverb.
Consistent looping continuously all the way through, but having the foundation of the first two loops always there, and then everything else is layered, and then at the end it just peels back to the first two loops and then goes back to the guitar. So it's a beautiful arch.
Yeah.
For your music, you speak to some of the improvisation and inspiration coming from found sounds in field recordings. How do you compose as a collaboration?
Do you want to start?
Well, with the last, I would like to just bypass this effect, but I can't. So you're just going to have to hear me through the reverb. I think with the last Mparntwe, it was like literally going out into the hills and recording us in the hills and then taking that back, and then Saar manipulated it, which is the last track that we'll play. So literally it's taking those found sounds and then re-manipulating them and then performing over the top of them so they're like a bed to improvise on top of.
Yeah, so I guess we collect sounds, odd birds or all sorts of things, but also sometimes we have jams, and that's kind of how the songs come to be. We play together and then we jam for a long time, and then there's bits that sound really good, and then sometimes you have a found sound and you muck around with it, and then actually that fits really well in that song. So it's kind of like a continuous jam that you pause and then come back to with found sounds as well as synthesizers or a bit of poetry or a word, sometimes just a word, or can really generate a song as well, I think. Do you think, Jez?
Absolutely.
Now, could you tell us a little bit about your most recent release?
Carve is a song that we released in July this year, I think. Was it July? September,
August, I think.
Yeah. Which kind of came to be when we had to isolate, which is nothing compared to what the rest of the world is isolating for at the moment. We just had and we had some time, and I think it just came out of that feeling of isolation. Like, I myself come from Northern Europe. I was planning to go home. I became an auntie this year, and that's for me personally like a small thing compared to the amount of freedom that I obviously can have here and stuff. But still, it is a feeling of longing, I guess, that you generate, and I think, which is really just oriented in this time, isn't it? That's something that we as humans experience, which is maybe really good as well. But the Heimweh means homesickness, and Verweh is a longing for other places. So it's like a longing for things that you don't know, or faraway places, and so longing in general or something. Yeah. And
thank you so much for being with us here live on ACCC 102.1 FM and streaming as part of the Territory Art Project. We'll hand it back to you to speak through the music.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Thank you.